You keep blaming yourself for not waking up early, for skipping your routines, for quitting what you started. You say you have no discipline, that you're lazy, unfocused, weak. But what if that's not true? What if your body isn't resisting discipline? What if it's resisting danger? You see, discipline doesn't grow in chaos, it grows in safety. And maybe, deep down, your nervous system doesn't feel safe. Not in your home, not in your relationships, not even in your own mind. So, every time you try to change, your body flinches. It remembers failure, shame, judgment. It pulls you back, not to sabotage you, but to protect you. You're not lazy, you're in survival mode, and survival doesn't care about goals. It cares about safety. So the next time you ask, why can't I stay consistent? Try asking, where do I still feel unsafe? Because until your mind and body feel secure, no planner, no routine, no habit tracker will fix the fight inside you. Discipline begins where safety begins, and maybe that's the first place to start. Most people think building discipline is about willpower. Just push harder, wake up earlier, work longer. But here's the truth. If your nervous system doesn't feel safe, discipline feels like a threat. Every new habit becomes a trigger. Your brain says, last time we tried this, we failed. Last time we pushed, we broke. So it resists. Not because you're broken, but because it remembers being shamed for slowing down. It remembers being yelled at for needing rest. It remembers trying to be better and ending up hurt. So now the smallest changes feel unsafe. Even drinking water or going outside feels heavy. Not because the task is hard, but because your body doesn't trust that it's safe to grow. Discipline becomes war. Not a path to self-respect, but a battlefield. And that's why it's so hard to stay consistent. You're not fighting laziness. You're fighting trauma. Until your inner world feels calm, every goal will feel like pressure. And pressure always breaks what hasn't healed. So stop calling yourself weak and start asking, what would feel safe enough? To begin, you want consistency. You want structure, focus, progress. But none of that can grow in a storm. Your nervous system is the soil. If it's flooded with stress, nothing sticks. No habit survives. So before you force yourself to try harder, try softening. Try safety first. What makes you feel calm? Not productive, not impressive. Just calm. A quiet room, moving your body, laying on the floor. 5 minutes without judgment. That's where it starts. Because safety rewires your brain. It turns off the alarm. It tells your body, you're okay now. And from that place, discipline doesn't feel like pressure. It feels like choice. You show up, not out of fear, but because it feels good to be steady. That's real discipline. Not rigid, not brutal, but rooted in peace. So next time you break a habit, don't punish yourself. Ask, was I calm enough to hold this change? Because sustainable discipline grows from a safe place inside you, and that place is worth protecting. You don't have to bully yourself to grow. You don't need to wake up at 5 a.m., run marathons, or punish every slip. You just need safety and honesty. You're not lazy. You're trying to stay alive in a system that never taught you how to feel safe in stillness, and now you're rebuilding, not for applause, but for peace. That's the shift. Discipline isn't a punishment anymore. It's a gift. It's choosing to show up even when no one claps, choosing to rest before you burn out, choosing your healing over your hustle. You don't need a new planner. You don't need another productivity hack. You need gentleness, because gentleness builds trust, and trust builds rhythm, one nervous breath at a time. So next time your inner critic says you're not enough, say this: I'm not broken, and becoming takes time. Be patient with the version of you that's still learning to feel safe in discipline, because when safety leads, discipline follows, not as a force, but as a friend.